Alright, what's up everybody? It's me, SoloSupreme, and welcome back to the final chapter, or chapters, of Camino the Pillars of the Earth. After taking a little break from this game, I'm just want to just get this over with because of all the bullshit that happened in the past two episodes. Jack is gone. He left. Like, it's... Well, you know, they'll probably recap it this time around, but, you know, let's just dive right into it. Let's just cut the bullshit. Let's go right in. Aliena, we have to leave Kingsbridge. It's in shambles. With no money to rebuild it. Well, Aliena's not having a good time with Jack's baby. He basically turned his child into a bastard. I guess his name would be Jack Jackson. Again. Oh, wait. Actually, that is Jack's name. So, Jack Jackson, Jack Jackson? Jackson? I have no idea. Let's go. Well, shiring.
We will build a cathedral right here, towering high above shiring.
This cocksucker.
But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object.
William Hamley.
I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
Darcy.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
Alfred Builder.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
All of you are gonna have to die. Like I promised at the end of the last episode, you are all going to die by my hand. So help me God. Oh, the headphones are acting weird right now. Sounds loud, extra loud in one ear, and then really in the other. Guessing that's the audio. She's going to the continent to find Jack. Try to be kind. Oh wow! It picked up the last time. Oh god damn it! Well, I guess I didn't give it a chance to save it last time. Yeah, we finished book 2, so that was like a nothing.
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth.
All right, wait.
Witness the climactic final part of the series.
All right.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
Well, this is a nice
It is
little
time to make a stand
Not
for
really.
what we believe in. The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3.
The
The
Phantom
Eye
Menace.
of the Storm.
Yes. Yeah.
The white
Yeah,
ship.
let's start it. There we go.
She was one of the fastest vessels that was ever built. The man who should be king of the English now, the son of King Henry, was on board when she sailed off.
Oh god.
And with the prince there were 140 knights and many nobles, all on their way from Normandy to England. They say the ship hit the rocks, and then a fire broke out. Even before the white ship had departed, the prince and his men had begun to drink and get violent. Monks that were meant to bless the voyage were then forced to disembark. Some say the ship had been cursed. The king's son and many of his family were pulled down into the Black Sea that night.
Well, that's not good. 1142. Oh, there's Aliena.
You're forgetting one important detail. Not only these monks, but also Stephen of Blois, the king's nephew, left the ship before it embarked. They say he got ill.
That old rumor.
The same Stephen who calls himself the King of the English now.
What? That cannot be a coincidence.
You're right.
Yes, it can be. Of course he's king now. He survived. He is the king's nephew.
What do you think, my lord?
I think Stephen is a clever man. Clever enough to have his whole family perish. But why he would want to rule that godforsaken rock, I will never understand.
A lot of people will never
What makes you say
understand.
that? I love my country.
Then why are you leaving?
Well, because I want to see something new.
I'll tell you what you're going to see. A proper country, where people know how to behave.
France? Or the Netherlands? I don't even know where the fuck we were going. It's been a
What
while.
about you? Why are you leaving?
Oh, I'll tell you why I was leaving. Let's see. I had no reason to stay.
I had no reason to stay.
Oh.
Really? Huh. I guess I should stay out of other people's business. Forgive me.
You English do talk a lot, don't you?
What the fuck
I
are
just
you?
don't know how to feel about leaving my country for the first time. I mean, how should anyone feel?
Hopeful, excited? Oh, maybe excited. Yeah, it's an adventure.
Excited?
Well, this time period it'll probably be a
I
little
don't
bit
know.
worse than that with bandits
Maybe I'm
and
just
shit.
running away.
Epic yawn,
You should
bro.
all get some rest.
Thank
It
you,
will not be
storyteller.
long now till we reach Cherbourg.
Thank the Lord. I can't wait to be back.
Cherbourg. Well, I guess this is how the end begins, so to speak. Oh yeah. Every people are going to die if you don't do anything to stop this shit. I don't know what I'm saying. That it's a German name. Pretty sure it's not. That it's kind of Norwegian and Swedish, and that is kind of Swedish too. No, I don't know. That guy's a German. Matt Kim. Well, it's back to it. It's great to be back in the saddle in this series. It's time to give it a proper ending. Well, hopefully it won't end completely fucked, which I'm 60% sure was not my fault, but all of Alfred Builder's fault because he's an idiot. That fucker got mad because he realized the child wasn't his and all that other bullshit. Well, Alfred, you can suck my dick because Jack got it in with Aliena first, and she was the one that kept her legs closed to you, boy. Oh god, we're all burning in hell for this. Or just me, I guess. Book 3, The Eye of the Storm. Chapter 15. The Journey. Yes, quite a journey. Cherbourg, Normandy. Oh yeah, so
In
we
the
are
late
in France.
summer of 1142, I had left my home country, England, for good. My old life lay in shambles, as did my former home of Kingsbridge. Having failed both my friends and family, I had set out to find my baby's father,
You gotta find your
the
baby
man I
daddy.
still loved with all my heart, Jack Jackson. And so early one morning in July, I finally arrived on the shores of Normandy. With nothing on me but a pouch of coin and a young, curious face yet unnamed, who was just as unfamiliar to this new world as was I.
Welcome to Normandy. You know, the same land that William the Conqueror left about a century prior, you bitch. Oh, wait. Sorry, I had a couple of drinks before I started this recording. And look, they did mention William the Conqueror. The White Ship was one of the fastest ships of his time. It was steered by the son of the captain of the Mora, the ship that brought William the Conqueror from Normandy to England when he invaded England in 1066. Like his father before him, the captain of the White Ship gladly offered his vessel to many members of the royal household of King Henry for passage on the travel from Normandy to England to visit the king. This is basically just going over what that cutscene earlier was about. Stephen of Blois was meant to be on board as well, but it said a sudden sickness caused him to leave the ship before it set sail, and the ship sank, and the last remaining male heir to the English throne. So, some bullshit's going down here. Cherbourg. there's a lot of fighting in the castle. Ship wouldn't land there. Oh.
Where did you go, Jack?
He went to go join the assassins. Mason. You're basically... No, not like Jack, but more like Tom Builder.
You're still here.
Oh, it's you. I'm just trying to get my feet used to good solid ground again. The last bit of our voyage wasn't exactly my pint of ale.
Is that? Let's see. Well, we're looking for her.
I'm looking for someone. A
man
red-haired
Jack.
mason called Jack Jackson. He came to France about a year ago or so.
A fellow mason, great. Unfortunately, I wouldn't know a thing. After all, I just arrived here with you.
Figures.
I know, but should you meet someone like that on your journey, tell him Aliena of Shiring is looking for him.
All right. Jack
They say
Jackson.
we got a baby.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
God damn it.
Thank you. That
Jack ain't gonna
hammer you're
escape his
carrying.
responsibilities just
Do you
yet.
happen to be a
He's
mason?
not an Alfred.
Actually, I am. You have a keen eye, mistress.
I guess I just know a mason when I
this
see
kind
one.
of sounds backwards.
To be honest, I haven't been one long. Just finished my apprenticeship in Salisbury. Before that, I used to shear sheep with my parents.
Sheep
I
shear.
guess that wasn't really for me. Father still hates me for leaving, though.
Yeah, you're supposed to share that sheep. Let's see. Well, where would a mason go find
What
work?
will you do to find
Obviously,
work
probably
here
in
as
a
a
castle
mason?
in the background.
Don't know. That's for me to find out. All I heard was that the wages are better over here.
So you'll just travel from town to town and look for employment?
Right. And I was starting to say, a fellow mason told me about the abbey there. He said these Normans build their churches quite differently than we do back home. I need to see that with my own eyes. Maybe learn a thing or two.
Maybe Jack went to see the Abbey in Lassay. Let's not get into that nonsense with him.
Have a safe journey.
Oh, thank you.
For all we know, this dude...
You too.
He might be a friend to us, but we may find his corpse laid down. I want to be depressed. Good day to you, good sir. I have to go with my baby over here. Hey, look at that negative Jack down here at the bottom. How you doing? I like how it says not Jack at the bottom left. For a moment I thought, but it's not him.
Good day.
Ooh, cussing.
I am looking for someone. A traveler who came through here last summer. Oh, hush now. I need to talk to this man.
Looks young.
He was
Jack.
born at the beginning of summer.
His name is not
What's his
Jack.
name?
I haven't given him one yet.
You should. He needs to know who he is. Makes
Okay,
growing up a lot
philosophical man with a braid. Who's eating
You said
an
you're
apple.
looking for someone.
He looks a bit like you, actually.
The man I'm looking for looks a bit like you, actually.
A bit more.
A bit
Are you
more
going on
boyish,
his braid?
So he has red hair, but no beard. Well, I don't know every redhead around these
Oh
parts.
boy, is she bad?
There are
Oh,
quite a
okay,
few.
never mind.
Most of my
Different
family here in
context.
Cherbourg is ginger.
Oh, his name is Jack Jackson, and he is a mason.
No. No, sorry. I haven't seen him. And I come here every day. Maybe May saw him. She helps the sailors get their cargo to the nearby towns. Carries travels,
Whoa,
too.
not Jack.
I'll ask her.
You have a
Thank
lot of
you.
information, and all you do is sit on the beach and eat an apple, and wax poetic about a child not having a name. What an icon you are! Not an icon as my run true love, Tom Builder. Tom, take me away from this land. Right. They're bargaining for passage. Doing business, English must pay. Okay. What's going on over here? They're selling fish. Whatever the cargo they can get their hands on. I can talk to this old bitch. Coachwoman. Will you give me a ride around France?
Hey, you. That's quite a bundle you got there. Where are you headed?
Sheep. Do you know the road to Lassay?
Do you know the road to Lassay?
Been there, seen it. But I hope you're not planning to go there on foot. Tell you what, you give me some coins and I'll treat you to me wagon.
Oh my fucking
You can even
God.
change your destination once we're on the road. What'd
Oh
you say?
no, don't do this shit. Alright, wait, before we go.
Travelling by coach is a lot less strenuous than walking.
Bitch, give me a minute.
Your little worm deserves some warmth.
And don't you call my child a worm.
Carriage.
Bitch. Call my child a worm again, I'll fucking cut you. Aliena, you should see me. I cut motherfuckers left and right. On my way. Child, do you have anything? You look out of place. No? You don't? Okay, well. It looks like I'm gonna have to give her some coin then. Unless there's something. Do I have to? Sheep. Can I just ride the sheep? Oh, well, I guess we're walking. No. Alright, let's just quiz her.
Have you seen a red-haired mason? He must have landed here sometime late last summer.
Yeah.
Another ginger in Normandy? I wouldn't have noticed, even if he was carrying a hammer instead of a fishing rod.
Yeah.
Maybe you should ask someone in Barfleur. That's where all the travellers come through, the pilgrims and kings. Their lot rarely lands in Cherbourg, with the fortress passing back and forth between Stephen of Blois and Geoffrey of Anjou. Why you even came to Cherbourg in the first place baffles me.
Yeah. It was the earliest ship I could get.
You must be in some hurry, madam.
Damn.
Let's just say I needed to get away before I changed my mind.
Fine with me. Who am I to judge?
Well, it seems that Jack, in all places of the world, he did choose fucking Normandy, where there were a lot of damn gingers and shit. Outside of Ireland, at least. Well, other routes are there.
What other routes are there, besides going through Barfleur?
Oh, I don't know, really. You need to ask the locals about that. But Barfleur sounds like a good place to start. Shake my hand and I'll take you there.
Hold up, woman. Damn. Like, I'm saying this. Hang on, maybe if I ask him around, like, he seems like local.
Apart from Barfleur, what other ports do people commonly use to get into France?
Apart from Barfleur? Well, there's Harfleur. Sometimes people even go through Honfleur, which is close by. You could ask Amé to take you.
I might. Thank you for your help. I'm afraid I can't help it. You really are quite like him.
Maybe I should become a mason then. Would definitely pay more than being a fisherman. Have a safe journey.
You have to have a name instead of just being not Jack. Barfleur or Harfleur. Oh, God. Harbors of Normandy. Yeah, this is, good God. This is one of the chief ports of importation for England. It's exploring for Normandy ship construction. It is the most popular harbor. At old times, the Roman road led from Harfleur directly to Troy. Okay. Well, so Jack might have landed in either one of these two towns. I'm gonna assume that this dude is probably correct because he says he's here every day. I can imagine him being an ass, eating an apple, looking at people, and he probably would have noticed Jack. I doubt it, but like, you know, to the Abbey. I doubt he was gonna go to the Abbey, especially after the last time he got persecuted by like a bunch of bishops and priests. So, all right.
Changed your mind, madam?
Yes.
You know, I reserved a cozy spot just for you.
What, is it not covered in shit? Let's go, woman.
All right. Take me out of town.
Harfleur.
All right.
Harfleur.
Where'd you need to be?
Oh, we're back in bird mode. So he could have traveled here, the main port, or try to port in Harfleur. What are the chances? I mean, this one's closest, but I don't think he probably would even travel here. Let's see, maybe Honfleur. It seems like, yeah, let's try here first. Is there gonna be a random event? Please don't let it be a random event.
I arrived in Harfleur and finally got a lead. In an inn, a man remembered a red-haired Englishman who had planned to head past Marseille to the Mont Saint-Michel.
I am gonna fuck up these French names.
I thanked him and was about to leave when a group of pilgrims asked me over to their table. They told me that they too were heading for Mont Saint-Michel, and although they had no intentions to stop in Marseille, I knew that joining a group would be a lot safer than traveling alone.
That is true, girl. Alright, to Lasay we go. Or wait, I could go to Lasay, or well, let's follow them to Mont Saint Michel. Lamont, is a Mont Saint.
My father had once told me tales of the Mont Saint Michel. Long ago, the Archangel Michael had urged Hubert of Avranches to build an abbey on a lonely rock on the ocean by burning a hole into his head. They say one can go and see his penetrated skull on display in the church of his hometown.
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably drop all the French pronunciations because I am not sober enough to say it.
It was a windy day when I arrived, and the place was crowded with pilgrims and jongleurs. I remembered Jack's fascination with these tellers of stories. I spoke to one who was just taking a break. As it happened, he had indeed met Jack, although not in Mont Saint Michel, but on a road heading east from there.
Heading east?
Apparently, Jack had been hopelessly tracking jongleurs who might have known his father, Jack Cherbourg. But as he'd been gradually running out of money, he'd intended to look for work in Le Mans or Tours. That was about 6 months ago. I was catching up.
Okay. So you can make a stop in Le Mans, or maybe Jack went to Tours. Okay. We could probably stop in Le Mans. Let us go.
Going to Le Mans reminded me of all the trouble I'd left behind in England. 30 years ago, Le Mans had been conquered by the Plantagenet Geoffrey of Anjou, Maud's husband. And although they'd held it ever since, other noble families kept on pulling at the city, like Maud and Stephen tearing at England. There was no sign of Jack, but I got news of a new kind of cathedral being built in Saint-Denis, just north of Paris. It was possible that Jack had gone there to learn from the craftsmen. That was, if he hadn't travelled further south, looking for work in one of the many churches in Tours, the hometown of Saint-Martin.
Great cathedral. I mean, it's just Saint-Denis is like close to Paris. I'm pretty sure he might have trained out there. There are probably better opportunities for work. So let's go to Saint-Denis. Red Dead Redemption 2, Saint-Denis. Basically like New Orleans, but terrible.
North of Paris, I visited the construction of the great cathedral of Saint-Denis. It was far from finished, but already I could feel its magnificence. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I assumed if Jack had come near Paris, he would have ended up here. Unfortunately, I was wrong. No one among the army of masons raising the cathedral of Saint-Denis had known him. My stomach churned when I realized that my strenuous walk to Paris had been for naught.
Damn, so now we gotta go back to Tours. Okay. Aliena. Well, that was a long shot, but at least we're closer to Jack now. Oh, cutscene? After 2 months on the road. Tours, Central Farm. Ooh la la. Bird, sparrow, chilling. Oh, you got scared. Can I interact with you, Mr. Sparrow? Once Tom used to make back in Kingsbridge. Thing feels so far away now. Important looking man. Seems self-assured. A bit of anger on his lip though. Alright.
Good day. Are you the master builder?
What is it?
I'm looking for a mason who may have passed through here. An Englishman with carroty hair. He calls himself Jack Jackson.
A redhead?
Yes. Did you see him? He might have asked for work here.
No, I'm not looking for new masons. We're just doing repairs.
Ah, but was he here?
No, never seen him.
Oh, you're lying.
Now, stand back, woman. Something could fall on your baby's head.
My knife is about to fall in your throat. Where is he? Come on. We know
I was told he wanted to come here.
Well, maybe he changed his mind.
Don't test me. I killed someone
Are
before.
you sure you haven't seen him?
I am.
You were hesitant. Come on. We got this Aliena perception.
You hesitated when I mentioned a redhead. Are you sure you haven't seen him?
Yes, I am sure.
You know what? I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
Why won't you tell me what you know?
All right, he was here. Was working for me. But I had to throw him out after 2 or 3 days.
Why?
Because he was all want. Let me redesign the roof. Let me make the nave lighter.
Oh, my goodness.
All pretty ideas, but he never shut up long enough to do the work he was supposed to do. Shit, that man was almost as needy as my son when he was still a brat.
He does know a lot about his craft.
Well, I know masons like him. They grow up gifted, but without a mote of discipline in their guts. Can't work with someone like that.
Well, at least
Do you know where he went next?
No idea. Maybe to Limoges or Angoulême. Maybe even to La Rochelle. Seemed to have plans for every cathedral on God's green earth, but none for himself.
I understand. I'll leave you to it then.
Bon voyage.
Also, on top of that, why the hell were you keeping it a secret? All he was doing was making suggestions that you didn't really care for. Why the fuck did you make it seem like he stole from you or you had murdered him? What an asshole. Alright, so we can go here. A flourishing artistic center. Another site with another cathedral. An important free port town. Maybe here to another cathedral, because he did have pointers about the cathedral, so maybe we should try.
We had just left Tours when I suddenly felt dizzy.
Oh god.
I stopped and made rest, trying to catch my breath, then lost my breakfast in a ditch at the side of the road.
Oh god, don't get no typhus, woman.
To my horror, our baby too had grown pale, his breath shallow like that of an old man. I tried not to panic, but the next inn was a long distance away and we couldn't stay on the road where it was wet and cold.
Indeed we can't. Oh shit. So we can either go back or rest or make it let's head back to rest.
Back in Tours, the fever got worse. I remember people carrying me into a room, laying me on a bed. I tried to feed my baby, but after that, everything turned into a blur.
Oh, God.
When I awoke, Jack was standing next to my bed.
He's like, oh, God. He's like, gonna be some demon.
He scolded me for following him. You know you could go anywhere you want, he whispered. Why be stupid and follow me? I tried to answer, but he just opened the window and jumped out, heading toward ancient Greece, or maybe all the way to Arabia. And in my feverish mind, I followed him.
Oh god, this is definitely some Assassin's Creed references going on here. What is happening? Aliena, don't be hallucinating. Oh god, we're hallucinating. Greece or Arabia. Birthplace of philosophy, the cradle of civilization. To Greece! Run! Oh god.
The further I went, the angrier I got.
Fuck?
For years, I'd been fighting for my family. I'd committed myself to an oath to my father. I'd built up a business to sustain it, and even married a man I despised so I could create a future for the people around
She despised
me.
Alfred. You go, girl. Everyone just despised that man.
I'd known nothing but my duty to the men in my life, while the man I was trying to find lived a life of casual irresponsibility. He traveled the world on a whim to learn about mathematics and philosophy, while I had to raise the child he'd fathered.
Yeah, like snap those fingers, girl. Give Jack a good ass whooping. Come on.
When could I ever do anything just for myself? I asked the world
Aliena
as I
ain't
went
taking
on.
no man's shit anymore. Now, we go to Kingsbridge, a site of great failure. Oh, we're like on the verge of hell.
I'd traveled in a circle all the way to the edge of the world and back, only to return to the place of our failure. With my eyes closed, I listened to the sound of ripping yarn and crumbling walls, and of coaches carrying good people away into a cloud of crimson dust.
Good God. Jack has led us to damnation, apparently. Oh, wait, I think everything's better now?
When the last moat had settled, I opened my eyes again and found myself in a dirty little room. An old maid was sitting next to my bed and smiled at me, then handed me my baby. Oh, dear God, he still looked so pale.
Oh, no. Keep him warm. Feed him. Feed.
I tried to feed him, but he refused.
He's sick.
Oh, please, God, let him live. Don't punish him for my own sins.
Yeah, in this day and age, going around the world with a child is a pretty shit idea.
I gently caressed his head until finally he put his mouth to my breast and drank more and more, becoming greedier with every swallow.
Rated T for teens.
We had both been spared. We rested one more day.
Oh, yes.
Then I gathered my things and headed back to the cathedral to thank the Lord for his mercy.
At least I didn't go ahead. If I went ahead, I'm pretty sure everyone would have died and I would have hated myself. Maybe Jack showed back up at the cathedral? Oh no, the master builder's not here. I need to thank the Lord for sparing our baby's life. Alright. Statue of the Mother Mary. Can we... Pray to the statue of Mary.
I thank you, dear Lord.
All right, steady now.
I thank you for having spared my child.
Please don't let something stupid happen.
Thank you for...
Don't let go until it's done.
Don't.
But why are you showing mercy on me? I failed everyone I cared about.
If that thing falls down and kills me.
I failed my brother. And if I never return, I would also break the oath I had given Father. It's just that I feel like I've never had a life of my own. I've always fought for others.
Yeah.
And this may be the very first time that I fight for something that I only want for myself.
Speak it, girl.
Maybe I should just go back and help rebuild Kingsbridge. Maybe Jack doesn't even care for me anymore. Amen.
Yeah, Jack... Well, Jack did kind of leave after everyone kind of like dicked around with her. Is this his work?
I've seen one of those before.
It's amazing, isn't it? The man who did that really had it in him.
Jack did it. Had what in him?
Had what in him?
The spirit of a true Mason. It's a shame that the master let him go. In just 1 month, he did so many things.
Jack, you are fulfilling Tom Builder's destiny.
The master builder said he'd fired him after just 3 days.
Did he? Well, maybe that's how he remembers it. The two didn't really see eye to eye, you know?
That asshole.
To tell you the truth, everyone thinks that he feared for his own job having someone like that around. The last thing Jack did was carve that corbel. It was the one thing the master let him do. Then when he was done, he was asked to leave.
It bears so much pain.
It bears so much pain.
Because Jack
I know.
miss you.
Jacques worked very hard on it.
Jacques.
He was impatient and had a temper, but you could see that he tried to overcome it. Conquering that rock was very important to him.
Oh, I understand that so well.
So he was.
Do you happen to know where he went next?
Where did he go, please?
He wanted to walk the pilgrim trail to Santiago de Compostela.
The Camino? The way of St. James?
El Camino?
He said he might find someone there who knew his father.
Just one more thing. How was he when he left?
Never thought about that. Relieved, I guess. He seemed ready for something new.
Thank you so much for your help.
Think nothing of it. And good luck on your travels. May you find what you are looking for.
Thank you, apprentice. Jedi. Now we know where he is. Far away. Where this going
Isn't
on.
it odd?
A shield.
Just when you stop looking, you come across the most curious of things.
Like these 3 devices that one of my merchants brought back from Baghdad.
Are we literally in Arabia?
Oh no. Is it
or like
another
Spain?
one of your Banu Musa toys, Rashid?
They're not toys, Adriel. They're objects of scholarly ingenuity and reflection.
I will let my valued friend from the north do the honors.
Jack the Mac. He is now an assassin. This is the prequel to Assassin's Creed 1.
Jack, if you may.
What do you want me to do? What's with that statue?
For one, let me draw your attention to the magnificent songbird on the table.
Oh, I'm not supposed to touch this.
On second thought, why don't you save the lady for last? Otherwise, the other 2 devices might appear bland and boring in comparison.
All right.
I agree.
And then, to that wondrous
the
donkey
bird.
next to the entrance. Although, the most astounding thing of all stands right between them.
That statuette?
No, it's too heavy.
Precisely.
Wait,
One
what?
thing at a time. Let us let Jack decide what to demonstrate first.
Demonstrate what, you asshole? I can't look at the bird. All right. Am I going crazy? Yes.
This isn't part of the presentation.
Here, use the ball on this. There.
Did you fill the tank yet?
Oh! You fuck! Why didn't you just say so instead of like speaking your riddles while not talking to me? Alright, fill the bowl with water. Jack, calm down. Alright. And then we just put the water in the thing. Bada bing, bada boom.
And now?
Now, Jack will heat the water in the tank.
Yes, with the candle, obviously. Pick this bad boy up. Must never know I burned down a cathedral. I'm pretty sure Rashid will probably be okay with it. Crusader Kingston. Oh my god.
It's so beautiful it will make you cry. Just listen.
The Banu Musa. Well, that bird is witchcraft incarnate. The Banu Musa were brothers, were 3 scholars of Persian descent who lived in Baghdad in the 9th century. They are known for the book of ingenious devices, a large illustrated collection of mechanical appliances and automata. Those automata were largely designed for entertainment, but featured innovative engineering. The brothers also wrote books on astronomy, astrology, and geometry, the last of which had a great influence on both Islamic and European mathematicians. Oh, that's a neat little tidbit.
But how marvelous!
How does it work?
Witchcraft.
Maybe it's a miracle.
It's steam.
Right.
They created
Go on,
steam.
Jack. Tell them.
A steam duck. It's possessed by an evil spirit. No.
There's a hidden wheel inside the box. It turns an axle that in return raises and drops a sequence of small cylinders inside.
Oh my
These
god,
cylinders
smart
work
ass
like
of me.
fingers playing
I
flute.
should have just said it's a evil
But
spirit.
who is blowing into the flute?
Can I see?
Steam. Steam?
Steam.
Yes.
Ooh, is that
When I
Jack?
open
that
the pipe,
Jack?
it gradually pushes
Jack,
itself into
Jack,
the
you
tube.
already got a baby. I mean, like, I will give you permission, Jack, if you need be.
I must agree.
You have my
This
blessing.
is brilliant. Of course. It was created by a Muslim after all.
Oh, Crusader
Let's
Kings.
not get ahead of ourselves. What else have you got, Rashid?
Rashid, Adriel,
Anyone care for some tea?
Thank you, my daughter. We will have some as soon as Jack has finished our
Jack.
presentation.
Mind if I watch?
Of course not.
Jack. Hey.
So, who is this man, Rashid?
I'm the one who's going to sleep.
Jack is a friend of the house.
Oh, 3 devices. Okay, so the statue is last. So what, you want me to...
Brilliant man, a scholar and a talented artist.
It's one with water alone. Okay, so can I get the bowl back?
Just the other day, he explained Euclid to me.
All right, and...
What is that? I could watch this man scoop up water all day.
Was that a sexual pass you just made at me, freak?
A Greek who wrote a book called The Elements of Geometry.
Can I impress the donkey? What the
The
donkey?
Egyptians translated it into Arabic, and now the Englishmen are turning it into Latin.
What's the donkey going to do? Donkey?
Now, watch the head. Just any moment now.
Donkey?
There. Did you see?
It threw up. Rashid, this is disgusting.
Yes, I asked.
Oh, far from it.
What did it do?
Would you kindly explain how it works, Jack?
It's pure magic.
It's pure magic.
Is it? I've heard that these northerners believe in all kinds of things. That God has a son made of flesh and blood, for example.
Controversial.
Mocking one's prophets can go in both directions, Adriel.
Isn't Jesus
I am
technically one of
very
the
certain that my God can take your weak little jokes, Rashid.
prophets of Islam?
So, how does it work?
I don't know.
That small floating bowl has a hole at the bottom, gradually filling it with water. Once the bowl is full, it pulls on a string, making the ball drop from the mouth. The ball then hits a weight, pulling the bowl back up, thus resetting the entire mechanism.
If you timed it perfectly, you could make it drop a ball at every hour.
Turning it into a clock. How clever.
A donkey clock.
For me, it's still nothing more than a puking donkey. Show us more, Rashid.
A donkey
One
clock.
could join those two and build a singing donkey clock.
A singing
One
donkey
song
clock.
after every hour.
Wouldn't that be annoying? That would be pretty clever, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be pretty clever.
She basically
I
came
know,
up with the concept of a cuckoo clock.
You could be the one to build it.
Oh, that would be unfair. It's your invention.
Also, where the fuck are you, Jack?
Or we design it together.
Ooh. Are you sure that
You
it's
still
wrong?
haven't shown us that statuette yet.
Of course. Jack, if you may.
Jack, if Jack converts to Islam by the end of this,
Oh,
this
very
shit will be
peculiar.
hilarious. Hey, can I talk to her?
Don't let me distract you, Jack.
Hang on, it's Jack thing. She brought tea. But of course, that's just a pretense. She's too clever. This is an excuse to listen. I get it. She wants to learn too. And then the statue.
Oh, you will love this. Just watch.
What am I gonna do with it? I need to put it somewhere cold. Here? On this table?
And now?
Just be patient, but don't look away. It takes some time for her to...
To do what?
What the hell's happening? Don't do some witchcraft.
Is it crying?
Isn't that amazing?
It's a miracle.
No, it's irritating. Rashid, what is going on?
I was. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Rashid, please. We all know that there is no such thing as a man-made miracle. And this piece of wood is very clearly made by man.
Yes.
I very much agree, my friends. But so far, none of us has an explanation.
All we know for certain is that her glassy eyes shed tears when you move her from warmth into cold.
Like a plant at sunrise. like dew. The only difference is the surface. That's all.
Ask her to go on.
I think you may be onto something.
Am I? Of course, I had no intention of disturbing your conversation. But if you can find out why there's dew gathering on a plant, you may understand why that woman is so weepy.
Wow.
So, who wants a cup of tea?
I'll have some.
Your daughter is quite something, Rashid. A scholar in her
Jack
own right.
inadvertently, in a way, asking for some hot tea.
I know. I'd rather she wasn't.
As in hot coffee.
It would make marrying her off so much easier.
Jack?
Oh, I'm certain that won't stay a problem for long.
Maybe the dew originates from invisible water in the air.
Is Jack...
Water that stays hidden when it's hot.
I'm sorry, is Jack a fucking genius? He says, yes, I'm making observations about our surroundings, our biology,
the pilgrim
chemistry,
trails across France converged at Osterbat in the foothills of the Pyrenees. There, the group of 20 or so pilgrims who had been travelling alongside me since I'd left Tours swelled to about 70. Some were prosperous citizens, some probably on the run from justice, a few drunks, and several monks and clergymen. Several languages were spoken, including Flemish, a German tongue, and a southern French language called Oc. Nevertheless, there was no lack of communication among them, and as we crossed the Pyrenees, they sang, played games, told stories, and in several cases had love affairs.
Ew.
While my baby and I kept mostly to ourselves.
Oh, okay, I thought you were about to say something disgusting. Oh, yes. Fucking under a bridge.
Ganz schön frech, die mit ihrem Kind.
Oh, God. Chilling with some
Hush now. Hmm?
Oh, damn. I actually went farther than longer than I thought on this episode. Awkward.
Richtig dreist.
Yeah, let's go for a walk. Alright, like it's saved right here. Okay, actually, alright, when we return, let me pause it because I don't want the damn baby to start crying over this. So, oh man, what a whirlwind return to Pillars of the Earth. It seems that Jack is trying to get some, if you don't mind me saying, Arabian putang, wherever the hell he is. I don't know if it said it or not, but who knows? Jack is obviously a brilliant scientist on top of being a brilliant mason. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And when we come back, we shall continue on the legend that is known as Pillars of the Earth. This is SoloSupreme, and have a great day, folks. Look at that ghost baby moving in the background. That's creepy.
Now this one is pure niceness.